So fellas, when we're looking at our stats in our first 3 games, and at the end of this video, we will get to halfway point in the season. So in our first 3 games, you see our quarterback is 54 for 76. He's thrown 71 completion. He's got 643 passing yards with a solid touchdown to interception ratio. And again, most of our losses last game came in the SEC, and we need to play one more game against Central Michigan before we start our SEC journey and see what this team is made of. So you see he's got 9-4, which is a good ratio. Our running back leading the way, Nate Shepard on 84 carries has 739 rushing yards, 8.8 on average with 7 touchdowns, which is pretty good, and he is averaging 246.3 a game, which is insanity. And our top receivers is our running back, but our main receiving players is Jelani Watkins and it's Moss Cece, who is our best receivers right now. And you see Jaden Platt is right there behind him. So let's see what this team is made of heading into the next 3 games in this series. Let's keep in mind of our goals as we progress through this season. So look, we are 100% on the road right now. We are 3-0 as you see in this season of 2027, and we need to win 50% of our road games this season, win 25% of our conference games this season as well, which would be pretty hard, seeing because we went 5-7 last season and only won 2 games in the SEC. So I think we'll be better defensively this year, and we need to maintain a national powerhouse facility for the next few seasons. So just keep that in mind on this rebuild, as we're 3-0, so we're looking good. I also want to give you guys what we're running. So I feel like with a better passing quarterback, we are going to go with the spread offense, and our defensive, we're going to go with a 3-3-5 zone pressure, and I think this will be much better for us heading into the future defensively, knowing we have to play these SEC opponents heading into the future. So we got some tough games ahead. I also just want to give you a heads up, just refreshing y'all's memory who we are playing in this video. So we got Central Michigan, and if we can start the season 4-0, it will be an exceptional look for us. And before we start this rebuild, just remember this team was 2-10. So we got Central Michigan this video, and then it looks like we may have 2 top 10, top 20 teams in the nation. So let's see how Florida and South Carolina does. And you see South Carolina has gone 1-2 this season, but they remain in the top 20. You look at Central Michigan, they're 1-2 on the season. They haven't played any conference games, surprisingly, but you see what we did. They're playing the highlight of our player, Nate Shepard, 262 yards with 11 yards per carry in his last game. And it's going to be a very tough matchup for us. As we're looking at this Central Michigan team, they're a 64 overall on offense and 66 on defense. So you see, we got a little bit of a test here, but let's see if we can start 4-0. And it seems like they're giving us a much more favorable schedule than last season, but we are playing away, so just remember that is one of our goals. So this is one of the games we need to win before we start this top 20 schedule heading into the SEC after this game. So this Central Michigan team will get the ball at halftime, and we do get this ball first. And this should definitely be a game that we should be able to win, and we got a good return. Our quarterback last week had 5 total touchdowns on 300 passing yards. A good look. Rajon Childers has been on a hot start. He is playing way better than KJ Jackson, and what a block and what a juke to start his journey into this game. That is a 22 rushing yard off the gut of this game, and look at the stiff arm. He's just being physical out there. This kid has been absolutely balling for us, Nate Shepard, to just make our quarterback feel at ease. And I think the smart choice is just to punish him with the run right here. It is 3rd and 2, so really short. Can we get it? And we do, and that's just physicality. Our offensive line, and that was just beautiful play by our offensive line. And we got a guy right up the middle, but it's a tough catch. Give credit to their defense. They were just absolutely just ready for that play. And what blocking. Does he have the speed to the outside? And he is gone. You are not catching Nate Shepard, and he's putting up the Heisman pose. Nate Shepard, he leads the league in rushing touchdowns, and you just feel what he's able to do in this game already. So Donovan Hamilton, their wide receiver, has 87 speed and 85 spectacular catch. It looks like he's a very good, talented wide receiver, and we just got to be able to see how this accuracy of this quarterback is going to be in this game. No, we are looking really good right now. It looks like we're going to try to rush this quarterback and just see how he handles stuff under pressure, and we can't get to the quarterback. It's set to go in time, and that's just absolutely quick thinking, and we'll just stay with this QB right here to look if he's going to try to rush. And it looks like he is. Can we get to the quarterback? And we do. Just falling, that offensive line is falling down. You know, their offensive line just folded like a lawn chair right there. And we will take that any day of the week. And we got our receiver, CJ Brown, to see if he can have a little bit of space. Good blocking. He takes us to the outside. Can he beat this quarterback? And he does. And we're taking it back on the kick return. And we are absolutely looking beautiful on offense, and we get a quick 2-score game, and that's just that 1-2 punch. When I saw he had the other side of the field, I knew he was going. That was a 72 punt return touchdown to make it a 2-score game already, and they'll just nail it right there, and they do. So they're getting back on offense, and let's see if this offense can get something to go. We see their wide receiver over to the left. So they need like a really good play to just open up this field, because they're already down 14-0, and we're trying to go over to 4-0 on the season, even though we haven't played any and we were there in good defensive play. Josiah Booker almost came down with that catch, but you know, Sammy Gonzalez, our guy, we're rushing beautifully, and we're all over this offense. It was Kent Moore with the tackle, and that is what we love to see, and we were just absolutely just showing that pressure, and they kick it off to CJ Brown again. Does he have more magic left in him? And he's looking dangerous, and he has a good return again. Let's see if we can somehow get something deep to go in this game, and we feel the pressure. We just didn't have enough. We didn't have enough time on that play, unfortunately. And it's a pick, and they give him a pick off getting hit. Xavier White just came in there waiting for the ball, and they got their stop to go. They haven't got anything going on offense, and that's just frustrating. It's a frustrating turnover that we just getting sacked and the ball just pops up in the air, but that's going to count as a interception, and they get the first. Ronnie Thompson Jr., you know, he just found the hole that he could necessary, and he got it to go, which I like to see. And it looks like they're just trying to run with this quarterback right now, because turnovers can really hurt. It's just we didn't have anybody open, and we just probably should have tried to throw that ball away, and he's trying to use his strength, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. All right, so it's 3rd and 6. We need to get stops. We're going to be motioning our zone linebackers over to the left side. Let's see if we can get pressure to this quarterback. And it's not a good play, and it's going to be a difficult field goal. I'll tell you, you know, he's been good for us this season. He got the tackle right there, but it looks like they're going to get 3 points off of our turnover, and he absolutely drains it right down the middle. 14-3, you know, our defense is looking absolutely immaculate right now, and we got Crutchfield, our speedy wide receiver, and you can just see the speed it can take off. You can see why Courtney Crutchfield is our, our best kick returner, and look at that speed and burst. So our quarterback hasn't had anything to go in this game so far.
Why would I get complex? Like up front right now, this group just.
Oh man. Oh man, we saw it late. Could have been a really nice gain if we saw that play in time. And we got a receiver for a nice catch, and Jaden Platt finally get a pass to go, and we just didn't have enough time on that play. We got a nice receiver up the middle, and he can't make the grab. We got a running play, so we're going to give it back to Nate Shepard. Our quarterback is getting some nice passes to go, and he gets a decent gain. So 3rd and 8, and we will see what is going to be. And we're getting hit on 4th and 8. We have enough time to go on that play, so it looks like we'll just have to punt it, and they'll probably make it go into the end zone if we can get there, and we can't. The bounce went into the end zone, so we got to get stops again. But our defense has looked pretty sharp so far in this game, and we are rushing that quarterback so nicely. So we're looking sharp so far. We just got to torch them with the run game, and we just need our offensive line to just do a little bit of pressure, and they give it to the quarterback. I thought they were going to give it to the running back, but it's going to be 3rd and 1. A good blitz, because I have very confident that they may go with this running back right here. And we're going to stay with Moore because they have it on the halfback right here in the middle, and see who they give it to. And they don't get it. Do they get it? And they don't. Quabian Smith just came right up the middle for a tough gain, and I really thought they were gonna be able to get it, and we ran into the kicker again. Are you guys serious? This is happening way too much. Cranford just ran into the kicker. Like, I don't know what these players are absolutely thinking right now. It's just very unfortunate. We get these stops, and look at this. This is what happens when we make these mistakes. And that was our quarterback who got a big gain, and you see the wheels, how he is able to hurt us, and it should be our ball, but it's just very unfortunate. To have composure and physicality when we play this. We got to be playing more smart, because we know this should be our ball right now. Another field goal, which is very unfortunate. So we'll stay with Sammy right here up on this play. And does he make the catch? He does. He toe tapped and got it to go. And, this is what the mistakes can really come back and just hurt us. I feel like when we blitz, we have pretty good coverage, and we finally bring them down. We're threatening, but we head to the second quarter with a 14-3 lead. So we got 77 rushing yards on 6.2 yards per carry, but we only got 10 passing yards, which is not working for us. So our quarterback does have that interception that popped up. So it's just going to see what we can get to go, and they get a good gain to make it manageable. 25 yards on 10 carries, and it feels like they're leaning on this run game very heavily. Oh man, just wide open. And what a dot from the quarterback. And look, it's a 14-10 game after we were up 14-0. So this offense just needs to click together, but I think we'll be all right. So that was their running back with the absolute masterful catch, one-handed, wow, from their halfback. They marched down the field. It was an 80-yard drive, so they just marched down that field, and just very unfortunate circumstances. And we do get a good bit of play right here. All right, so they didn't take we didn't take the touchback right there on that play, and we got a little bit of space, but not much. It's only a yard. So let's see what we can get to go. We see CJ Brown may have a play right here. And he can't come down. Why did he jump? He didn't have to do that. That's not on our quarterback. That is a pretty good throw, if you ask me.
Escapes the pressure going right.
And we can't get it to go, and they get the stop again. Just really good defense, and our offense is just dumbfounded right now. We can't get anything going on offense, and we're able to deliver the double hit. Oh, you know, we always know we are going to have cold games this season. You can't be immaculate every game of the season, and look, everything is just turning. You can just see how the tables can turn, so we may just have to go back to our running game to see if that will work. Can we get to that quarterback? Beautiful sack is what we needed. Quavian Smith is everywhere this game, so I like what I'm seeing from him. He's playing pretty good. We got guys all over the field, so they get 6 though. But we can see this quarterback has pretty solid vision with their quarterback right now, so they throw a short pass, so that's going to be a stop and a big hit. Didn't allow them to get anything going, so it's looking like more of a defensive game so far, and you can see we got special teams, and we're going to let this go for a touchback, and it does. Like I said, let's see if we can get our quarterback settled, but you know, our receivers need to make these catches, so we got a little bit of space, and we got a little bit more. So we got the first down to go, and that's what I like to see. We got a running back for a good gain. Got a read option and see. I think we'll probably keep it with our quarterback here to fool people, and it doesn't fool them at all. So we haven't been able to get anything to go in this game, and we're getting pressured easily. So we are struggling, but I think the right call here is to go. And does he have the speed? And he doesn't. They're just playing lockdown defense on this, and this is actually embarrassing right now. And we are there to meet them up the middle. Offense has just gone stone cold, and we're trying to make the passing game look respectable, but we just haven't been able to get anything going, and we missed the tackle. Wow, can't be making those type of mistakes in this game if this team wants to stay 3-0 or undefeated. But you see, it's just we're just jeopardizing our season right here to stay undefeated on the line, and they give it to the running back, and that should have been a fumble. Gonna go with a zone blitz right here, so we'll probably stay with Williams just in case they try to throw it. I don't think they will. Oh, they do. And they get the receiver, and they, look, they took the lead. So now we are down after being up 14-0, and they take the lead. So this offense needs to lock in. And Donovan Hamilton, their wide receiver, got it to go. That was a 5-play scoring drive. They got it to go, and we got 3 minutes left in this half. And you know, our passing game has gone very cold right now, and we can't get anything clicking. Settle down our quarterback. Let's just see if we can develop this run a little bit, and we got a little bit of space, and look at that. This is what we needed. Our running back has our back when our offense is struggling, and you are not catching him. Nate Shepard just takes off, and he says, I have your back, Rajon. I have your back. And just like that, we take a lead. Let's see if our defense can come up with a stop, and we just need to, you know, get back to our old habits. But I think we'll be okay playing this defense. So, you know, in the locker room, when this goes to halftime, we just know that this team is going to be circling Nate Shepard, who already has 170 rushing yards already. We're not passing terrible, but 4 for 12 is not the best. It could be way worse. So we've only thrown 1 interception so far, which we will take if we can stop and bring down this running back. And let's see if this defense can step up and if this offense can get something to go. So we'll stay right here up the middle. We need that sack. We need it. Ooh, that should have been grounding. That should have been grounding. I know he was absolutely just panicking right there on that play, and they're trying to give it to their running back. He breaks a tackle. Are you serious? He does not go out of bounds, actually. So we should have a decent return right here as we are marching down to that 2-minute warning and see if we can get a little bit of space, and CJ Brown just can't. We've gone away from this jet touch pass, so this has worked in the past, and we know our wide receiver has some speed on him. He can't make a juke to make his defender right there, unfortunately, so we'll just have to see what we are working with. That's a nice catch, bring it down, and that's a nice catch and find. So that brought us to the 2-minute timeout, and we'll just have to see. And we got an open receiver, and Jaden Platt comes up big for us at the 40, and we'll just see if we can get anything to go on this play. And we got a receiver on the nice come route, and Jelani Watkins is right there. I think we'll give it to our running back to see if he can find anything. He just can't create space. Can't get anything on first down on that play. Unfortunately, we feel that pressure badly, and we're just trying to use our speed, and it's just not enough. So we're just going to have to come up with a stop on this play and see if we can get that one-on-one, and it's just too much covered. See if we can trust our kicker to make this decently easy field goal, but we do, so we go up by 7. Not how I wanted to end the drive, but you know, at least we got the points at the end of the day to make this a 7-point game. But this team does have about a minute to work with, and let's see if we can get a 3-and-out right here and see if we can get some kind of stop. We just couldn't get the stop, but good tackle. They got a minute left. Oh, you know, our running back has been big for us. He is the main reason why we're winning. We know that our quarterback will come up with struggles, and he was just pressure, so 3rd and 5. They will pass the ball right here, if I'm being honest. And that may be on us. No, it's not, actually. Definitely going to pass on this play, so we're going to try to play tight zone coverages right here. Get to that quarterback, baby. That is what we needed. That's the sack we needed. We're calling timeout. Carlos Jones just came up the gut and got that to go, but you know, it's still a pretty surprisingly really close game. And let's see if we can get this to half field, and we get more than that. We got some good tackles, and we are on their 25. Their 25, just like that, man. Let's go. We got a running back, so he needs to get out of bounds, and that's exactly what he does. So he does go out of bounds on that play, and I see the one-on-one, and I couldn't, just no time. We tried to let that play develop, and it just didn't work for us right there. Can he get the grab? Beautiful catch and find, and that is going to be a touchdown pass for us. Nate Shepard came up with the tough catch. We are getting pressured by this defense, and our offensive line is struggling, but look, even though we struggled, we have got 30 points in the first half, so we'll definitely take that. And that is going to lead us to a 31-17 lead. So we're trying to maintain this perfect record in the season and start 4-0 with this team. As you guys remember, they kicked it off to us in the first half. So we're giving them the ball, and let's see if they can get anything to go. But, ooh, they are taking this out. That may have been a mistake. Cover 3, so we'll just have to see on our defensive formations if they continue to just try to feed this running back. And, you know, you see we got 1 star over to the left side, and it's bad defense again. If he's got 5 tackles on the day, that's a really good tackle on his end. And they give it to the running back again, so we got switch our defense. So let's just see what this defense is going to look like on this play. And we got Hardy up the middle to stop this run. They're going with the pass, actually. I trust the man coverage on this play. We're playing man-to-man on these plays. Rush the quarterback. Get to the quarterback. Come on. Get there. Oh, we can't. Down that they needed, man. So we're going to stay with Sammy Gonzalez up the middle to see who they're going to try to give it to. They try to stay with the quarterback. Get it. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. Oh, my Lord. I play a man again. I don't like that. I think we should switch it up to a blitz 3 right here.
Second down to the air.
And we're getting to the quarterback. 3rd and 32, and this defense is turning up the volume. Our free safety just came up the middle. We'll stay on for the deep zone for our safety, and nothing going. Has looked all game, and I think we're up to our 5th sack in this game already. We don't run into the kicker this time. Thank goodness. And we got a lot of space. We got a lot of space. Does CJ Brown have it again? Oh my goodness. Give him a day. He celebrates on them, and this crowd is absolutely stunned to take. This special teams has come up big for us to give us a massive lead once again. A quarterback doesn't have to score. You see, we got this kick return unit, and CJ Brown saw the vision, and his field vision is incredible. He has 203 return yards this season. Not this season, this game actually, and that's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Very smart on their part, so we'll just stay with Sammy Gonzalez and see if this defense can get back-to-back stops, and they're going nowhere. Hey, Thompson, he is close to 100 yards rushing on us in this game, and we're keeping an eye. You see, we got Jaquavian Smith. We got an eye on this tight end to the left, and that was our guy, but we get the tackle. Their tight end came up big, and we're going to throw a blitz right here, because I just know they're giving it to their running back, and they do. And a strong safety blitz. They're definitely just trying to run all over our defense, and we're just not going to let that happen. And we get to the quarterback again. Did he catch it? Oh, I thought he caught it. Absolutely ridiculous. We got the pressure to the quarterback that we wanted, and that was actually marvelous. And he throws an RPO. All right, so we're going to crowd this line and see if this defense can get anything to get the stop, and they give it with the quarterback, which was a mistake. Hunter Osborne just saw the play coming. He saw that, you know, they were keeping it with their quarterback, and that was smart. So I think we are going to try to take this, see how many yards he can get. And they're more prepared that time. That's where they mark it down. So we have been looking good on offense in this game. It was a dangerous pass.
It's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not.
So let's see if we can get anything to go right here.
Trying to solve the riddle.
The running back can't make a miss, and we got a coverage 3 on this play. So we're playing with Jaquavian Smith. They do another RPO. Doesn't break the tackle. 2nd and 5. Quarterback did struggle today, which is okay, and he's just breaking tackles. It seems like we came together in the second half. We did better defensively. You see our running back, Nate Shepard, had another 200-game performance, only on 15 carries today as we try to get our guy going. Our quarterback, you know, had some questionable throws early in this game, but, you know, that's another 50-point performance for this team. See, our quarterback, he did make a few mistakes. He has 2 interceptions. He's a freshman, but, hey, look, he had 3 passing touchdowns again, but you see his passing percentage was only 48%, 15 for 31. So, you know, he just needs to get back in the lab, get back on that practice field and regain that confidence that he had earlier in the year. So, but nonetheless, we know he's a freshman. He's going to make mistakes. And you saw our rushing attack. Nate Shepard, 211 rushing yards on 14 yards per carry on 2 touchdowns, just leading this offense. He had Jelani Watkins again, almost 100-yard performance, 1 touchdown, and Nate Shepard was second. So these other receivers just need to get open for us. And our defense was crazy this game. I think we had about 8 sacks this game. We were all over the quarterback. Kent Moore had a big day, and Jaquavian Smith had a big day as well. So we are undefeated, 4-0. So we'll just have to see how this team fares in the SEC as we start our SEC game next game. Our recruits are starting to come in after we are 4-0, and we stole a Oklahoma commit, our tight end that we really need, that is going to be big for us because Jaden Platt has been our really successful tight end. We also getting a halfback, I'm telling you, this school is like halfback U. So we got Demontre Westbrook's coming to this city. Also giving you an update, we got Christian Shaw who had a verbal commit. So we're trying to get our corners who are, we're in a recruiting battle with Duke right now, but it looks like we have another Nick Clemens. So we're trying to build up on that defense and our wide receiver group. We have Melvin Turbin, who is going to be our 6'2" contested specialist as we try to reach year 3 in defensive tackle. We're trying to build on that defense because that defense looked a bit suspect. And you see we got Demontre Westbrooks, but we lost our guy Steven Edmonds, our corner that we wanted, our zone coverage guy that looked pretty good that we were recruiting. But nonetheless, we still got a lot of these recruits in the top 3. So we're going on an on-field battle to get everything going for this program, to get to championship status. We're 4-0, but we're not in the top 25 yet. That is our goal next. I was saying, we're trying to get Dennis Creer. Looking at our recruits, our cornerback zone coverage guy, 6 foot. We're trying to get him. So it's a battle right now for us and Duke right now for this corner with these recruits. See, we're trying to build with this corner, like I was mentioning, Nick Clemens, who we're in a battle with Missouri and Michigan State, who is all battling for this guy. Like I said, as long as we can build on these defense, and we're trying to get better tight ends to come to our school. We got Ben Ballas, and it's looking good for Javon Conti, who is our 6'3" tight end, 3-star, and also Christian Shaw was looking good. That's going to come to our school. And another quarterback room that we have, 6'1", another backfield creator quarterback. So we'll just have to see. We're looking at some scouting, but his throw on the run looks exceptional. Short throw accuracy looks good. Medium and deep throw is looking immaculate with 86 acceleration. So we'll see if we can get this guy and see if he will be our guy heading into the future. Remember, we are on a bye week, so our guys get to rest. And you see, Ohio State went down to Minnesota in overtime. This is the time of the year where upsets can happen. Anybody can win. And you see, we are 4-0, and we are about to let our guys, just rest up, get the rest, take care of injuries and such, and we'll go ahead to next week and see if we can get a dub. Still on defense, and we got a right edge rusher to verbally commit, so we're stealing some of these recruits from other states, and he's coming from Florida, so we need that edge rusher that is going to be on our side, and it's going to be looking good for this defense, I think. As you guys can see, we are on one of the top offenses in the whole entire nation. And you see what we're averaging with this team. Our quarterback has, you know, he's had some good games, but you see us averaging 52.3 points per game. You know, our offense has 1,861 yards on offense, and you see we got 7 yards, and you know, so it's looking really good for this offense. And you see our rushing has been immaculate, 1,046. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this team. These are all top teams right here, and you got surprisingly Kansas and TCU, but look, our offense is clicking. We're averaging 52.3 points per game, and let's just see if we can keep that up going into these next games. And we got South Carolina on the schedule next. With that being said, we are going to be in the all-white. So last time we checked, South Carolina's schedule they were 1-2. Now they are 3-2. So they won 2 games in a row. They're number 15 in the nation. We're 4-0 on this season, having a surprisingly good season. They're 84 on defense and 81 on offense. So they're a pretty solid team, but their big factor of why they're on a 2-game win streak is Lenoris Sellers. He is going to be a tough task, one of the best college football quarterbacks in the entire nation. So the keys to success for this game and Crutchfield, I really love this sandstorm with their white rags. Is like very nice to see, and we could have broke free if we got in that middle right there on that play. And you see Nate Shepard, 9 touchdowns this season, almost 1,000 rushing yards and 9 yards on average. He is absolutely going to be the focal point for our offense. And look, we're breaking free easily. Gonna try to put pressure and see if this South Carolina team can stop this run, and it's not looking good so far. Our head coach definitely just wants us to run this ball. That is the game plan on this game, and see if they can stop us. We got a couple slants. We got CC right up the middle, and we got CJ Brown coming off the edge as well. And we're getting pressure. We're gonna have to throw this away. Nobody was open. That is really good coverage by this South Carolina team. And nothing was going for us. And I think they haven't stopped this run yet. And we're not going to get it. So, Turbo Richard had 105 rushing yards last game. So, old defensive lineman came up the middle. So we got Lenoris Sellers right here. He is touchdown, and this offense is vowed to find new ways. That's on me. And he is breaking tackles left and right away from that QB. I don't know why I did, but I did. So Sammy Gonzalez is going to stay up the middle. And you know this guy is much of a passer, so he's a good passer. Avian Smith gets the tackle to go. We couldn't get our first down, and let's see if we can definitely just come up with a stop, and that's a good open field tackle. So we got this blitz coming for us, and let's stay with more because we're going to be on the middle right here. Can we get the stop? And we do bring them down. So look what they are doing. They are being gutsy to start this game. The crowd is quiet. Can we get the stop? And we do. We get a stop of ours. So we got it to go, man. That's what I like to see, and that's good stuff. So let's see if we can find anything to go for us. We got to step on this linebacker, and Jaden Platt coming up big for us. We're starting to move right now. We're looking good. If we can get just a couple completions right here, I think we'll be looking solid. We didn't get anything on that play. They're trying to give it to Shepard, unfortunately. So let's just see what's going to work with. We're going to give it to Maddox, our halfback right here, and see if he can get a little bit, our fullback, but he didn't get a whole lot of running room right there on that play.
From the gun, wants to pass.
and nothing's just getting sacked. Charlie Riddle came up the gut and nothing was happening for us, so we're going to have to punt once again. He calls for the fair catch. That's Sammy Gonzalez right here up in the middle with Hardy, our nice defender right there, and we're looking good on defense. So our running game has looked good, our passing game not the best right now, so it's looking like this could be a very good defensive battle right here, but they get almost a first down, not quite. We are definitely bringing the blitz right here and see if we can get to Lenoris Sellers, who's going to be a tough task to bring down, and it's first down. So we know this guy is going to be a tough cover to guard because he can run really well. So we'll just see what this quarterback can do for this team. He's trying to break a tackle, but he can't. Their quarterback is 4 for 4. We're 1 for 4 to start the game, unfortunately. So, and we're getting the pressure right there. So our strong safety come up the middle, our new guy for the season that I actually really like. So he got the stop for us, and let's see if we can get a stop on Lenoris Sellers right here. And he just mossing our cornerback right there, and we can't get a stop, but you know, their quarterback just put it in an area where we just were not able to get to. So, but we're in a really tight game right now, and we are all over that. Bo Richard only has 5 carries for -3 yards, so we are what is hurting us right now is the as soon as I say that, his passing game is definitely hurting us way more than the running game. Can we get him? And he can't juke us. Oh, we're looking good on defense so far. Our team has got back-to-back stops on both possessions, and they're punting us away. They're trying to pin us deep, but they would probably let's see if our offensive coordinator can just get a few more stops, and we're getting a first down with our power back.
Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down.
All right, I think we'll just keep it with I don't think we'll give it. We'll throw. It's off target a little bit, but at least he catches it. It's very important for us to be able to just, you know, find the rhythm that we are able to for this team, and we're getting pressured. And that could have been a pick. It is gonna be 3rd and 5 for us. Let's see if we can get anything to go. Oh my gosh, we're getting struggled. So we know we were on the bye week, but I think we are going to go for it right here. And we got our guy, and Jelani Watkins comes up big for the grab. Keep the drive alive right there, and we're trying to minimize our turnover mistakes. And, you know, Nate Shepard gets a good hit, fellas. So we got these curl routes coming for us. We may hit Jaden Platt. Oh, it's just, we see it too late. Couldn't find, you know, the correct target on that play. And we'll just have to see who's going to come up, and our tight end Lockwood comes down with it. Quarterback is marching the ball down the field. He's making these smart reads for us, and we'll just try to give it to our running back if he can get something to go. He tries to slide through that. We'll continue with the run play. We're trying to mix the run and pass a good bit as we are trying to score right here. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. We get down to the 26. Let's change this. So let's just see who we think will get open. Can he get there? Oh, receiver, that was a very tough catch to make, and I think he will drill it, and he drills it right up the middle. So we take the 3-0 lead, and our defense has looked good on this South Carolina team. Right down the middle, so that does give me some confidence in this quarterback of what he's been able to do to get down the field, and the confidence in our field goal kicker as well. Do not give them a big return. So our defense has come up with multiple stops, but we do not want them to get a touchdown. We know the South Carolina team is going to be tough, and they throw a quick slant pass. Good D. So let's see if we can win this game for our team. Do they get it? But hey, it's gonna be 3rd and short again. Play with our linebackers a little bit closer because they're on. It's 3rd and 2. We're gonna look for these hook curls and these quick routes. That is all he did. Good D. Excellent defense. We were all over the wide receiver for a second. I really thought he made a very tough grab, and look, we get a stop, and look, it is 3rd and 2, and we're able to get a couple on the return. Stop us there on the 26-yard line.
So far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
Can't make the tough catch, so let's see if we're able to just create a little bit of something. We got the nice pass for Jelani Watkins to get the first. So, you know, we got the matchup that we wanted, and we were just able to get it and right up the middle. That was a short gain on that play.
To start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt.
Can we get our receiver in his high? It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Earl from Troy came up with the pick, and that is going to be an interception for us. And Sellers has a guy, and he throws a dot. These turnovers can just kill us, like literally just hurt us. And he throws another dot and got a man open field. Definitely marching down this field, and we are feeling the pressure from this South Carolina team. And that's good defense to swat it away. So our strong safety got the good coverage right there on that play. We know how accurate Lenoris Sellers can potentially be. We played good defense so far in this game, and we read it, but we can't get the tackle. We miss tackling. Like, being able to miss those tackles comes back and really hurts us really, really badly. And that's a pick, and he makes a mistake of his own, and we're allowed to retain this lead 3-0. Wow, we got the stop, but we are on our end zone right now, and we get at least a little bit of space. So you know our running back is getting tough yards, and you see the stadium pulse is ranked number 17. They miss a tackle, and we get the first. We're just able to burn this clock to the best of our abilities right now. We're making smart plays. We were deep in our end zone, and see if he has a little bit of space, and just look at that speed to be able to burn the defense. All right, we got 1st and 10 on this play. That's a good catch by Ismail Cece to get open. Back is 7 for 16, which is closer to getting to 50%. We knew he wasn't going to be able to just throw high percentages season long. It's just going to be very tough, you know, to just be able to do those plays, and we got our running back right up the middle for a nice game. So, you know, we got good passing yards. Our quarterback seems to be feeling a little bit better in this game right now, and we find a hole. Does he have the speed and the stiff arm? Oh my goodness, he's showing off his strength, his speed, everything. Nate Shepard, oh my goodness, 1,024 rushing yards this season to mark off the stiff arm, baby. To be in his 5th game and to be able to just to be able to do that already in this season is crazy. Just to remind y'all, man, this is like week 5 right here. We're not even halfway to the middle of the season, and we can't find anything to go. We got, so that was a loss for us on that play.
This offense needs to think about just doing things a little.
And we got the touchdown with our quarterback on the comeback route. What a route. What a throw. We had the interception, but our quarterback came to play. We got the stop on the other side of the field with 2 minutes left. We take a 10-0 lead, baby. Let's go. Jelani Watkins, our wide receiver, with the beautiful route, and the quarterback was able to find it masterfully. So we're up by a touchdown and 3 points. So we will probably, I would hope we would be taking this lead heading into the halftime, but our defense has looked pretty good, and he's trying to make a spin. So for the quarterback we're playing, you can just tell the defense has been way better in this game than it has in the past. They keep it with a quarterback, and it's a fumble. That's ours. That's a turnover. That is a mistake, running with the quarterback, not sliding down, and oh my goodness. So that quarterback, he's just got to do a better job at keeping with the ball, and we are getting inside the 10. This defense, this SEC team, he is putting up 87 rushing yards already, and see if we can get a little bit of space, but we get inside the 5. All right, let's see if this South Carolina team can get a stop. We're going to motion with Jaden Platt to come try to fake them on this, and we'll go with a run up the middle. Do we get it? And they call a timeout. We're on the 1. I think this is a smart play to go. It is with the goal. We'll see if we can get it. Does he roll in? And our guy gets a rushing touchdown. He's not the fastest. He's not the strongest, but he gets it to go, baby. And it's going to be a 17-0 game. Rajon Childers has a rushing touchdown. We are a top 10 offense in the league, and it is showing right now. We are up 17-0, and let's just see if this team can keep up. Lenora Sellers saw an open field on his last possession, but he just was not able to get to the quarterback. And he finds an open man, and that's a good catch. We know that they are going to hurry up as well with this team. So we're looking for this hook curl right here with Jaquavian Smith. Oh my goodness, is another interception. What is going on with Lenora Sellers? What is going on? He's just not reading the field, and our strong safety, Kent Moore, putting on the safety, the Heisman pose. Oh my goodness, it is a 24-0 game, and this defense is absolutely showing out, and Lenora Sellers he's not making accurate throws. Defense gets back-to-back stops, and we are up 24-0, which is absolutely crazy, and we're just laying the wood on. That's crazy, and it's just inaccurate. So we're going to be up 24-0 heading into halftime. They're trying to pin us deep, so I think we'll just run this ball because we are pinned deep, because they're probably expecting us to get just as much as we can. Our running back for one more play before the end of and we got open field. Does he have the speed to outburn their defensive line? And does he have it? Oh my goodness, that speed is different. Holy crap. And we just had a 30-point half against the number 15 team in the country. And you see what this offense is capable of, and that speed is like Gibbs from the Lions. His speed is next level. To put the cherry on top, we will take a 31-0 lead heading into halftime. So Nate Shepard, our halfback, has 186 rushing yards, almost 200, and he only has 16 carries right now, and he did have a big run at the end of the half. Off inside of this stadium, and you can hear grasshoppers in this stadium. It's so silent, and they're bringing this one out. So we brought him down, and look at our defense has came up big all game long. And oh, he does hit a nice spin. Trailing by this much, I do not know what you can do to get back into this game, and we're trying to not make them get it. Receiver Donovan Murph came up with that nice grab. He got a couple. We're looking at their running back. I feel like they're gonna give it to him, and it's an RPO. Rhodes came out with the catch that they needed, and you know they are gonna be coming out firing and gunning. And it's a nice throw by Lenora Sellers. For have any touchdowns this game, as you can see from the score. He has 2 interceptions, and they decide to go with the run on that play, so they're mixing it up. It's a pretty intriguing name, if you ask me, especially if you're like a running back. So it makes me think he has like pretty solid speed, and we're able to not let them get the first. Sellers is one of their wide receivers we have to watch out for in this second half if he starts to go. So we'll just have to see. They try to give it to their quarterback actually. But at the line of scrimmage, we will keep these guys out just because I feel like they're gonna be able to. I think he's gonna throw it. Oh, he doesn't throw it, but he gets the first again. Turbo Richard, he hasn't had much this game going on. He's only got like 19 rushing yards, and we're gonna rush up the middle, and it looks like their offense is clicking way more. So you know their quarterback is gonna be tough to bring down, especially with his badges with extender that he has, and he throws a nice pass again. Tell that that Lenora Sellers is feeling a lot more confident in this game. We're up 31-0, and look, they're getting like they're just going all the way down the field. So it looks like our defense just needs to, you know, lock in just a little bit. They've had an excellent defensive day so far in this game, and they're able to do a stiff arm. You know, us able to just get the stop on this running back. You can tell this running back has a lot of strength as well, and so they're going to get in. And so to start the game, that is going to be a touchdown. And you see that was their wide receiver Sellers just used his speed to get in the end zone. So they just chip into this lead a little bit, so they give something South Carolina to cheer about. You can tell, like, I'm surprised they don't go for the onside kick on that play, and I think we'll just let that go back. Oh, Jaden Sellers had a nice little run into that touchdown right there, and that's a nice run from this running back once again. 5 yards short of 200 yards, so let's see if we can get our running back a first down right here, and he does. A big gain. In fact, wow, we got an RPO right here, but I think the smart choice here is to just go with our running back, who is just gonna torch this offense again. Easy call from this this running back, who is just gonna be able to just, and we're feeling the pressure. There's just no time. But they do get the sack that they needed, and we do have some nice routes right here, right up the gut.
From the gun, wants to pass.
We got to let it go. We're getting pressured. Do we have it? And we don't. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know, we were getting pressure. We probably should have expected that. We're bringing a lot of blitz, so that's what we did early on, and just look what is going on, and we bring down the quarterback. Fooling me with this quarterback. You see he's got extender pretty high. And that's a nice coverage right there. Some nice names over here. That was Nitro Knuckle over there on the outside to get the nice catch to go. And, you know, our defense has looked good all game long, and we are there to deliver the hit. Third down. Can we get this stop to go, fellas?
And the clock is not their friend.
We're getting to the quarterback, and you see the extender going to work. I do not blame them one bit about this play call. And they're bringing the pressure. We're bringing the pressure. Can we get to this quarterback? And we're able to get it, and that's a pick. And that is just the explanation point on the game, and we are taking that to the house. And this team is stunned. He got pressured. Like I said, you got to bring that pressure. Jaquavian Smith came down with the interception, and look, we'll take a 38-7 game, and that is just about it for this game, fellas. So that is a nice way to just put a stampede on this defense. 52-13, and our running back, 26 carries, almost 250 rushing yards. I really feel like this team is special, and the thing is, what a year of recruiting can make with this team. You know, our quarterback got sacked a couple times, but you know, this was a team we got beat by last season, 52-13. Had 3 interceptions on our guy Lenoris Sellers, and running back, like I said, he almost had 250 yards. You know, he had 1 fumble, unfortunately, his first fumble of the season. And our quarterback, you know, he had 2 interceptions, but he did have a touchdown. He did, you know, try to throw that ball all over the field. You see, he's a 69 overall right now. He's, you know, his speed's getting up there more, his short accuracy, so he's getting a lot more comfortable. He's got 2 interceptions, but he had 1 touchdown, so you know, he had 178 passing yards, so not too bad. And our top receivers of the day was Jelani Watkins with 45, and also our tight end Jaden Platt, our 6'5" tight end, coming up big for us. And our defense was the story of the day. Look, our defense, look how many we had sacks. We look at our interceptions total. We had Kent Moore had 2, Jaquavian Smith had 1, and you know, Rajon and Jaheim Johnson have 1. So we were all over the field on this one. We were getting to the quarterback, making him feel that pressure. And look at Kent Moore. He's a 73, but he has 89 speed, and Jaquavian Smith has 84 speed to go with 91 tackle and 86 hit power. So you know he's bringing that thunder. Getting these recruits, like I said, we're trying to build with these tight ends more and wide receivers to make tough catches. And we got our wide receiver Melvin Turbin from Tennessee, another state rival. We got Matt Goldberg, our 3-star guy from Texas, to go for us. Witherspoon is coming up big, and they're seeing the vision. We are 5-0. That's how many we had 5 wins last season, so they're seeing that this team is trying to progress into the future. So, which is a good look. Like I said, a hard commit from Christian Shaw, our tight end, the guy that I needed on this team, who will be a day 1 starter next season. And these commits are coming in, building on our defense. Cornerback Nick Clemens, Jaquavian Smith, like I said, all over the field. He had 5 tackles for loss. He had an interception as well. So he was just making his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball. National Defensive Player of the Week. I think that was his first time being National Defensive Player of the Week. So that does give him coverage all over the nation against South Carolina. See, we got the Florida Gators next. They're 6-0 and 3-0 in the SEC. We are playing home for this one. Fortunately, it's gonna be a battle, and you see that we gotta have increased composure for our whole team at practice for this week, because we just know what is going to come at this game. Is going to be a tough one. You see, they're an 81 overall, but they're 6-0, and they've won all their games inside the SEC. So that's very interesting. So this will be big, because remember, we only won 5 games last season, and we're jumping to year 2, and you're just seeing what this team is fully capable of, man, as we finish up this video, heading into our last game of this video. So we have this Florida game. Look, Bailey Stockton, 32 catches, almost 550 yards halfway through this season with 2 touchdowns. And you see our impact players, you know, Jaquavian Smith, he's got an interceptions, he got 24 tackles this season. And we're looking at the numbers this season. We're averaging a crazy 52 points per game, while they average 38. They average a total of 400 yards of offense and almost throw for 300 yards, and we throw about 200 yards. And our rushing attack is really crazy. We average letting an opponent score only 19 points per game, so our defense is really being slept on, but we do average almost 330 yards per game, and our passing game has stepped up, so they average more in the passing game, so we'll just have to see that. And they've only allowed 140 while we've averaged right on 132. They're an 81 overall. We are playing at home, so we need to get this dub for our fans. And let's just see if we can get the dub right here for Hog Nation. And look, they're a 79 overall. We are. So we're in the red and white, so we are ready to go. As you see our stats this season, man, we have been putting up points per game this season. So this is the road to Atlanta, and they're bringing this one out. Philo, their quarterback, went for 260 passing yards. So, you know, this is a quarterback that we can definitely not sleep on, because he is not a star quarterback, but, you know, he has the accuracy. Hardy just came in for the nice tackle as they get 3 yards on that play. So we're going to keep it with Sammy Gonzalez and see if we'll stay with this. And they give it right down the middle. He's breaking a tackle, and the Duke Clark is their running back, and we got to switch up our defensive formation on this play and go right up the middle, and they pass it to the outside, and their big tight end comes with the catch. Philo, he's about got 1,800 passing yards on the season, and that's a pretty good look if you ask me. And they're going to give it to the, oh, they fooled us again. And Morg with the beautiful tackle. And you know, this quarterback feels like he's going to be in the rhythm. He's playing away. He has the adrenaline going right now in this loud stadium. And we're trying to get to an outside, and they get the nice first down to go. Jackson was their tight end right there that got the quick grab. And we're just going to have to come up with a string of stops so far, and they just give it to their quarterback. So you can see that this team is definitely the reason why they are absolutely, they are undefeated in this season. Coach Jones just came right up the middle for the big sack. That is absolutely what we like to see. Can we get a stop on this defense right here? We're going to play some zone coverages. We do not need any huge plays right here. And they go at the short pass, which is okay. Oh, they've gotten 3 first downs on this drive. Can this team come out with a stop on this drive and see if we can just allow a field goal? He has all day, and it's not accurate. I really thought they were out of field goal positioning, but I guess not. So we're going to try to go for this block right here. That's a nice attempt from our guy on the special teams, but look, give credit to their kicker. They got 3 points. We will definitely take those 3 points that they got instead of a touchdown, and we'll see. We got Crutchfield. We know he's a little speedy returner. If he has a little bit of something for us, and he does a little. Our running back has been an absolute surgeon in this season for us so far, and he gets free just like I'm saying. He is precision. His runs, his precision is absolutely just beautiful to see, and see if we can get a little bit of something. And just look at him, and he's breaking free once again, doing what he's been doing all season. So they marked him down at the 48 on that play.
Fresh set of downs going up top.
What a beautiful pass nice. What a floater to come back for a receiver for the catch. Our quarterback, he's got 13 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in this season so far, and he finds a nice grab for Palat, or tight end. So our quarterback, you know, he's got 16 touchdowns on the season so far. If we can get a little bit of space in Nate Shepard, our man, again, to test out the speed option on this play and see if Shepard can get a little bit of speed to the outside, and their linebacker has great speed. He got dropped for a loss on that play, but, you know, it's all good at the end of the day. We staying in the pocket, and Jelani Wilkins with the absolute magical catch and good pocket presence from our quarterback. And let's just see if we can get anything to go right here. And we got our man Lockwood coming up big with the catch, our big tight end that we have been trusting all season long. We stayed in the pocket, we were looking at our routes, and we got another passing touchdown to go, and our quarterback is looking confident right now. Ty Lockwood got that nice catch when he had to have it for us, and that is what we like to see. So they'll probably go for the touchback, and they do. All right, so this drive is starting at the 25-yard line, and let's see if this defense cannot allow another touchdown, not touchdown, but points, and see how our defense does. You know, Duke Clark, he has surprisingly very good vision for, and that's good one-on-one tackling. Like, you know, like I was saying, that was a good shedded tackle to have the focus for that play, and they're going with the RPO, which is smart. Philo with the nice decision, because I felt like if they gave it to on the run, I just think that would have been a first down, not a stop for this team. And they're getting it right up the middle, but our team is prepared. With the nice tackle on that play to get the stop that this team needed to make them lose some yards. And let's see who they give it to. They're trying to give it to their quarterback. They're fooling us right now, and they get a big gain. They're pulling out all the stops right now on us, you know, blowing our zone coverages, but we're just going to stick to our defensive game plan because they are passing that ball a good bit, and he hits a spin, which is ridiculous. Clark, and, you know, we're just going to have to throw up this blitz on this play and see if we can get something to go. And our quarterback is running free. Man, you can definitely see the IQ with this quarterback and why they've been able to win games. He makes the smart reads and the smart throws, and that's a big reason why this team is 6-0, but that's a nice stop for them to lose a yard. Ote, our junior, came up with the big stop. We're going to stay with Sammy Gonzalez for this middle read if they try to throw this pass, and we'll just have to see what they're going to try to do. And that's a nice hit. Ooh, I thought he was a fumble. Abrams, their receiver, could not come down as we just delivered that huge hit right there. And that was nice by our defensive lineman.
He's going to have to throw for it.
No! Our receiver, our corner got cooked, and the receiver cooked on his own end. And the offense gets 10 points in their first quarter. And you got to give props where props is due when this quarterback is making those nice reads. And he just picked us apart. And Bailey Stockton, their wide receiver, comes up with a nice catch. You know, this Florida offense has us on our heels for the first time this season, so we just got to get better on defense. 25, and we see Nate Shepard is hot right now, but he doesn't get anything. That was a nice play by their defense, and let's see if we can get our wide receiver some nice rushing yards on this jet touch pass. We feel the pressure a little bit. Let's see what we can get to go, and he has the speed to cut to the inside to make this play manageable. All right, we're looking at our routes and seeing what we are working with right here. And we got a nice play. C.J. Brown, our wide receiver, big. And that'll be the end of the first quarter as we are trailing 10-7 heading into the second quarter. And look, they got 72 passing yards and 53 rushing yards, so their offense is looking good. So we are heading into this second quarter, guys. So let's see what this team can make of, and he's trying to make something out of nothing, right? So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for us on this play, and we'll just have to see what our quarterback is looking like. And we got a nice throw and catch, and our tight end comes up beautifully. Route was absolutely just marvelous. See if we can get a stop, and we got a big hole. We got a nice hole up the middle. Give credit to our offensive line, and our offensive line looked absolutely beautiful on that play. And we got a nice little route again, and he finds the vision, use a hole. Carries are on 10 carries. He's got a pretty good chunk of yards. We are trying to establish this run game as most as we can, and we are first. That is 1st and goal, and we are going to try to get another rushing touchdown with Radron Childers right here, and it looks like he is going to get in for us, and he gets another rushing touchdown, and this offense is clicking pretty well right now, and Radron Childers is showing his worth right now. So it's a 4-point lead for us right now. No mistakes. We're up 14-10, and can our defense just come up with a stop? It's a nice touchback. So they got about 5 minutes left in this game, and you feel the stadium is looking pretty sharp, and it's not looking good on our defense whatsoever right now. Our defensive plan just a little bit, because they are marching down this field pretty good right now. And look at this 15-yard run by this quarterback right here, and he's making some smart reads so far. Can we get to this quarterback? And we can't, and he's picking us apart again already in this game, and it just shows how good this quarterback really is. So we'll see if we can get a stop of some sort, and we're missing tackles. Quarterback so far in this game, and we'll see if they try to give it to their, and we miss a backfield tackle right here. And can we muster a stop and just try to make them go for a field goal, because they're making this way too easy. And that's nice coverage, but he makes a nice catch. Floyd came down with a nice catch for them for this Florida Gators team, who is looking pretty good. He's analyzing the field, but he's inaccurate. Back is 7 for 7, so we are in a masterful offensive chaos game right now, in a tough game. It's 3rd and long, so we get the stop we needed. So let's see if their kicker has the confidence as he hears the roar of the stadium, and it looks like he will drill it right down the middle. So it's left in this game, so it is the second quarter, and let's see. I believe we'll try to see what we can get with Crutchfield on this play, and he does get good yardage. So let's see if our quarterback can make any noise, but I think we'll see if we can make some noise with our running back first, and he is breaking free, and that should be a penalty on them. It should be, I believe. It could be targeting. Oh, it's a face mask. All right, so, the ref was looking out for our running back, who gets us down to midfield right here, and that's a good just tackling. Looking for that play, and let's see if this option play will work for us. And it's not working, and it's a turnover, and that could just come back and bite us in the rear in the end, and that's good D on the run coverage. That hurts us badly. So let's see if this defense can get a stop, as we have been pretty solid on defense all season, and they need a good chunk of yards, and they get to move the chains, and this is going to be, let's see if they hike this play before the 2-minute warning. I think they will. Let's just see what they're going to be able to try to do right here, and they don't go with the play. They were just trying to burn that clock as much as they could on that play. So we're with Hardy right here in the middle, and that's good cover. Our run defense has been, and Sammy Gonzalez had a nice play right there for us to get the stop, and
this time they'll throw it.
can the receiver, he doesn't, he only gets 2. So let's see if we can get a stop for this defense. And it's going to be tough for us. See if we can get a little bit of something for us. And it's incomplete. That will give us plenty of time with that incompletion. So, but they will try to go up by 2 with our mishap from our quarterback of not getting it to our running play. So that's just a good way to, we're having a good season so far. So Crutchfield is going to see if he can get a little bit of space. And so we were looking for some running room. I can't remember if we get the ball back at, after halftime. All right. So we got a good, and that's a nice, oh, we couldn't get the grab. We really thought that was a smart play on that drive, and we just couldn't get anything to go. We get the short game, but it's not going to be enough. So smart thing, I really want to go for it, but I know in the past I've gone for it, and that killed me in the past. And they don't get much, so that gives them a minute 4. It's a 60-yard field goal, but I just don't trust in our kicker to get that to go. Does he have the arm? Can we get something? And they swat it down. All right, so we're going to head into halftime. We are down 16-14, so we're in a tough one, fellas. We are in a tough one. Our undefeated record is in jeopardy. But that is right. We did kick to them to start this game in the first quarter, and we're going to have this with Klutz. I was thinking about kneeling it, but I didn't on that play. And look at that burst he has. A couple wheel routes right here on this play. It just makes me think if we should. We'll give it with our running back right here, and Nate Shepard will have a lot of grass in front of him. Quarterback is looking pretty sharp in this game, which is very respectable. And can he come up with it? And he can't. So Jelani Watkins, our receivers really just need to come up with those grabs for us. And we got a nice grab. Jelani Watkins gets it to go for us. So now we're going to try to see if we can get our running back to get something to go for us, and he sees open green, but he gets tackled. That was a pretty good pickup for us on that play, and I think on this play I'll probably throw it to CC on this play and see if he is open. We're going to motion him over right here. It looks like he is open. We'll see if we can get some blocking. And he just gets, it's a good play call from our offensive coordinator. Quarterback is looking good. He's looking very comfortable in a game where we need to make him comfortable. And look at that speed, man. He's breaking tackles, and he is in, baby. That is what I'm talking about. The effort he is showing is winning football, and that gives us a 5-point lead if we're able to drill this extra point. And Nate Shepard showing off his strength by breaking that tackle. Big aspect of winning also is not throwing, 28 interceptions, and we get a good open tackle season. Throwing 28 interceptions is really just tough to witness, because to be able, and he's just doing the QB sneak again. He's just hurting us. We really got to watch out for this quarterback, because he is hurting us with his legs big time. And he incompletes the pass. This quarterback is showing off his versatile bag right now. And let's just see what we can get to go. And we're going to stay with Sammy Gonzalez for this read. Can we get to their running back? And we do. Good D, fellas. So Kent Moore got the nice tackle for us. So this is a big play. We need to look for this quarterback and see where he's going to try to go. Oh he incompletes it, thank goodness. Lee Stockton, the guy I was telling you about beginning of the game, before the game started, that was one of their players, and they're trying to pin us deep, and I think they did. Look at that punt on the 3. Just give credit to that punter right there on that play, and just give it to our running back once again. About the speed option play, but you know what happened last time? It caused a turnover for us, and Nate Shepard got the first down for us. And I think this is the most all season a quarterback has ran on this team, and we are just doing beautifully way with this team and see what we can get. And you see we're trusting our running back, saying like we are absolutely just committed to this run game, and we won't go away till they get a stop. And look at this, is like crazy. So good things are happening when we're giving it to our running back, but I think we'll go with Ismail Cece, our wide receiver, again, because he has made some productive plays on this play, and we're trying to motion him over with about 5 seconds left on this clock, and he has that speed, and he's trying to make a spin move, but he gets about 3. This run play, as we have about 2 minutes left in this quarter, and we're going down the field punishing them with this run game, and their defense isn't as good as I thought it was on that play, but we do have multiple routes going across. Oh my goodness, could have been bad. There is to punt this away to make it a bit of a shorter punt. So they're making the fair catch. So good on that drive, but you know, we just had to punt it away, and so we're just gonna stay with Sammy Gonzalez again. And they torched us. And they torched us. I don't think we have the speed we do to bring them down at the 15. Was it? It was Bailey Stockton that came up with the nice catch and just burned our corner deep on that play. We were in zone coverage, and I don't know how he got away on that run, so that's a nice stop. Way I didn't want to punt it. I wanted to be assertive to go for it on 4th, but I just didn't trust it enough, and this team is down with 40 seconds to go, and he's running again. He's running again, and we're just not ready for it again, and they take the lead now as they are going to be up by 2 points, which is manageable, but this is not a position we want to be in, where Philo is running all over this team, and they are going for it. This caught me off guard big time. Caught me off guard. And they get it to go, so they're not going to be up by 2, they're going to be up by 3. This guy is a true dual threat for them, and is looking pretty good, so we're going to have to try to see what we can get right here and take it back, and we're getting slammed to the ground. We got about 32 seconds to work with in the rest of this quarter, and we got good blocking. We got good blocking. I don't think he has the speed. He doesn't, but he has a huge gain. Huge gain on that one. That is exactly what the explosive offense that I like to see. So we'll start to go with a little bit of hurry up right here, and we try to make a juke. He's not the best at juking. No, we are down by 3, but we're heading into the final quarter, and let's see what this team is made of. So we are ready to go, and you can see it's getting a little bit dark. So we got Nate Shepard, but we'll give it to Maddox right here for a nice play. So this is going to be 2nd and 6 for us on this play, and we'll give it to our tight end Platt, who gets a nice gain. Oh, we are marching down this field. We're looking pretty solid right now. We'll throw it right up the middle for Jelani Watkins, who has the speed and the nice catch. Of the speed at the running back position, and we have a few players at the wide receiver position as well that has that nice speed, and so 2nd and goal for us. Him on this play, Nate Shepard again, and see what he can get for us on this play. Can he get there? And he does. Immaculate running from our running back, who comes up huge again. Nate Shepard, our guy, gives us the lead with 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go. So we're up by 4 in a tough matchup. Have a lot of time, and I'm really concerned about our run defense with this quarterback, of what he has been able to do so far. And can we get the stop on this running back? He gets 3 more yards than I thought he was going to get. We're going to say with Smith. They give it to their running back. We're ready. So 3rd and 5. This is big. Stop right here and just burn that clock. I do not think they'll go for it on this side of the field with about 5 minutes to go. Let's see what this quarterback dials up.
Shotgun on 3rd down.
And that's a nice defense, baby. That is a nice 3 and out from this defense, from this Arkansas. They stepped up when they needed to. And we got C.J. Brown. Give us some good blocking. We got decent blocking for us. He's getting hammered, though, so we got it at the 30. And you know what we're going to be doing? We're running that ball up the middle to try to burn this clock. Does he have that speed? That speed is ridiculous. That speed is ridiculous. Ground game has been absolutely solid for us. We're going to motion over with Jaden Platt right here. So he motions over, trying to mix up this, see if we can get a little bit of space with our running back, and we can't. I feel confidence in our passing play right here. So we'll just have to see what we can develop right here. We got a nice play. C.J. Brown with the nice route and find from our quarterback. A route, and we are burning that clock. We see that this Florida team is in jeopardy, and we're trying to go 6-0 ourselves, and we're just giving it to our running back, who goes down. Running back, he has 2 touchdowns on the day with 241 yards. So just under 3 minutes left in this game. We're burning down that clock. And this Florida team, let's see if we can get anything to go on this play, and we can't. So we see there's we got about 20 seconds left on this clock. All right, so we get 1 yard. They use almost their final timeout. The quarterback gets paid the big bucks on this play, and can he grab it? He can't. It's 4th and 7, and our kicker drill this kick for us, and it's right, and it's barely good. So I think we're up by 7 now. So can our defense come up with a stop? And when it is pressurized right now, fellas, this team has 2.5 left. We know it's a 4th down territory for them. They'll go down. They got 2.5 for a touchdown on this drive. 2.5 minutes to work with.
And now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown.
And we're getting the nice tackle. He breaks the tackle, but he gets only 2. Almost 100 rushing yards. So we'll just see what this...
Snap in the shotgun.
He's got a short gain, but he got more than I wanted. So a very short gain on that play. We're going to switch to the middle right here. It's behind. What a catch. Behind him, and he came up with the catch. Is he going to get this play off? He's not. All right, so they got 2 minutes to work with on this play, and we'll just have to look with Smith. We're going to be looking Jaquavian Smith on this play. Oh, we were reading it to the left side. Jaquavian Smith, he's got pretty solid speed. We got Williams with the running back. Oh my Lord, don't torch us again. Don't torch us again. Thank goodness. 3rd and 10. Willow took the shot when I least expected it. He had the one-on-one route. We're looking for this hook curl route right here for their team. He's going for it again. Can we get the pick? All right, 4th and 10. He's taking shots. This is game. Can we get our undefeated season alive still? And he throws a dot. He throws a dot up the middle. He throws a dot up the middle on 4th and 10, and I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless right now. That hurts. Wow, what a throw. He torched us right down the middle. 4th and 10, and he killed us with that pass. And Jalen Lloyd, their wide receiver, with the nice grab. He's 6-0, a minute and a half. We need to march down this field beautifully. So we got Klutz, who's going to try to get some yards for us, see if he can get a big game for us. He can't, so 1 minute and a half to go. All right, we're starting this drive from the 18 on this play.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive.
We're trying to give it to our running back for a couple on that play, and we see they're playing more zone. And our quarterback gets a little bit of space and don't fumble, 3rd and inches. So we have to go for this. We have to be, you know, absolutely just ready for this play for us. Can he get the grab? We're going for it, 4th and inches. QB sneak, I trust it. I trust it. I trust it. Trust.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Oh no, I'm absolutely speechless. We're just gonna lose this game. We're just gonna lose this game.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught.
Is probably to let them score on this drive. We only got 52 seconds left. And he's diving in. So we only got 50 seconds to work with after that play. And I can't believe that happened, man. And we just didn't time it right. 7 right here. This is going to be...
Got to do a better job with ball security.
Unloads to the wide.
Oh, it's picked. That's game. That hurts. That hurts. That's game, fellas. So we're going to drop our first game of the year. We lost to a very tough opponent. So they're going to kneel it down, and we're going to lose this game, our first loss of the season. And Florida is going to stay 7-0. So look, we fought really hard, but you know, we were just pressured in the last few seconds of that game. And look, Aaron Philo, 70% completion, 300 passing yards with 4 touchdowns. He came up big for them, but we took the loss. We got to accept the loss like big guys, fellas. But you know, on to the next one. We are 5-1. We're 1-1 in the SEC. And look, this is how many games we won last season, was 5. So no, he threw that interception on the last play of the game. So look, Rajon Childers, 20 for 31, 1 touchdown. He threw for 230 as a 69 overall quarterback, 21 for 31, 250 yards. So, and our rushing attack was beautifully almost 250 rushing yards again with 2 touchdowns. And our receiving, you know, Ismail Cece had a big day, 91 catching yards. You know, we lost a tough game, but you know, we just gotta, we're in this SEC. This is where the schedule gets really tough for us. We were playing an undefeated team, and we just couldn't come up on top today. And we got a verbal commit as our recruits are coming in. Jonathan Cauty, one of our tight ends from Little Rock, Arkansas, got a native guy in the state, so that's a good look. Or, you know, Spencer Amara, who's going to come to us as well, a 3-star athlete. And we got another edge rusher right here for Levante Melton from Florida. So our recruits are coming in, like our receiver, a guy that I wanted from Memphis, Tennessee, Melvin Turbin, who is going to be a bright spot for us in the future, I feel like. That was a very tough loss, but at least we got our recruits to come to our school. Look, we're 5-1. We can't be complaining too much. In our next 3 games that we will be in our next video we came off of a tough loss. Good props to their quarterback. They're a 3 team in the country, so that was a big emphasis. But in the next video, we got Bandy, we got UGA, who is 6-0 as well. That's going to be a very tough game. And then we got Kentucky to go for us, who is going to be 1-6. So we should beat Bandy and Kentucky the way that we have been playing. It's a tough loss. It's going to be a tough road ahead. And just remember, we need to win 25% of our conference games is one of our goals this season. So we are 1-1 in the SEC right now, and this is going to be a gauntlet of tough games to come, and we just need to be able to win these winnable games while we can. We try to get into that top 25, but you know, we're on to the next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate all the support I've been getting, fellas.